I won't lie and say I don't understand why people use food as a comfort. It's the same as how people run to alcohol for comfort, how people run to drugs to numb the pain, you know? The looks that people give you, it's as if they're saying, why are you eating? Like, I blew it again. December came and I blew it, and I'm still at the stage where I've blown it. But now, dilo di chinchite no. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, it must be nice if you're doing it twice, and I'm so glad you're back like you never left. Now, disclaimer, I recorded 2 videos in one day, so if you see this outfit again at a later time, same setup, same drink in my hand, because in the previous video I was really just talking. Don't mind that. Yeah, I'm recording 2 videos on the same day, and I'm not gonna change because why? Like, guys, watching get please. I'm not about to do that. So I just brought the camera a bit closer so there can be a difference in Yana, but I'm not gonna do much about that. So today I'm recording episode 2 of Conversations with Misspurplerain, and in case you forgot what Conversations with Misspurplerain is, I fully get it. I totally understand. I don't blame you. You don't have amnesia. It's just me with a lack of consistency. So a few months ago, I'll put the link somewhere here, I dropped episode 1 of Conversations with Misspurplerain, and Misspurplerain is me, in case you don't know. So that's like my nickname, I guess. Can I say nickname? Stage name? I'm a star. Stage name. So Conversations with Misspurplerain is just a platform where, or a segment rather, where I just have conversations about different things that affect me in life, that I'm interested about, that I think are worth having a conversation about. And yeah, my first episode was about self-love and my journey of self-love and all of that good stuff. I can't tell you why I stopped recording that segment, but we're here now, we're recording it again, we're up and we're stuck, and that's what we're gonna focus on. So without getting way ahead of myself, let me jump straight into the video. So you guys know, for this segment I obviously have my content creation diary, which I'm so happy to be writing in more often these days and engaging with, because wow, that girl was down bad at some point this year, but you know what, your end shall be better than your beginning. Okay, so today we're going to talk about something that's very, oh yeah, my purpose for showing you the book is because if I look down, you know the story, you know the vibes. So today's conversation is very, I feel like this is not straight. Yeah, it's very close to my heart-ish, not by choice. Like, yeah, it kind of just happened to me. And like, it's not something that I'm over, or that, you know, has happened and it has passed. It's something that's still affecting me on a daily basis. But yeah, I think it's important to have a conversation about it and to just offload, galog, because yeah, offload. So today I'm going to be talking about fatphobia, body dysmorphia, building my confidence, and my toxic relationship with food. So you already know it's gonna be yeah, but anyways, I just want to start by saying, so I grew up a chubby girl most of my life. I don't remember ever being skinny. Don't know what it feels like. I've never experienced it. Would love to. Do I really love to? Would I really love to? I think I'd love to experience not having big boobs. That's definitely something. And you know what, I wanted to have a breast reduction surgery, but I found out that your boobs can still grow after the surgery. So I'm like, that's a slap in the face. But anyways, we're not there. All my life I've been a chubby girl. I've been a stuffer, and I don't know what it feels like to be skinny. But obviously, as the years progressed, I became bigger. And yeah, to a point where in primary I had a nickname. My nickname was Back, and I even remember the guy and the guy's name and surname and his face and everything who came up with the name. So one day we were in one of our classes. I was in grade 5. We were in one of our classes, and our teacher had left the class. So minding my own business, doing my work, like not engaging in the conversations in class. Surprise, I know, because I'm usually the one who starts the conversations. But at that day, I was just minding my business. So I hear this guy from the background saying, guys, then everyone looks at me and then they start laughing and they're like, yeah, back. Then it became a whole revolution. Now the whole school was calling me back. All of a sudden I'm getting attention from grade 7 boys because they're like, oh, back. And it's uncomfortable now because like now grade 7 boys are like giving me attention because of my bum, and like that's, I felt sexualized. Like that was so uncomfortable. But nonetheless, I remember my mom the other day when she fetched me from school, she heard one of my friends call me back. Like, bye back. When we got to the car, she's like, Parisa, why would you say back? Why? She was so mad. Like, one thing about my mom, she gets very offended and mad like when someone makes a remark about my body. Then I was just like to her, you know what, initially I didn't really like it, but I knew that if I fought it, it would become worse. Like they would still do it, you know, to get to me. So let me just be okay with the name. Sharp. Okay, then going into high school, I had my first, I think, weight loss journey in high school, right? When I was in, I think, grade 10. So I became fully vegetarian and I lost like weight. And then December came and I just self-sabotaged. I blew it and I gained the weight back again. Sharp. Next year, grade 11, okay, cool. And then a few years down the line, I think it was 2020, yeah, I got locked down. I entered a weight loss competition with 947 Ainova Pharmaceuticals. I'm sure you guys know about it. I've spoken about it on my channel. And yeah, the weight loss competition had amazing prizes to be won and the motivation was there, and I was exercising my life away. And I lost a lot of weight, and you know, people started treating me differently, as they would. People started complimenting me more, as they would, as if, as a stufuza as I am, I'm not pretty. But anyways, I give it 310. So yeah, and then fast forward, I blew it again. December came and I blew it, and I'm still at the stage where I've blown it and I'm suffering, living in pains. So I mean, I won't lie and say being big, ne, as I am, doesn't affect me in my day-to-day activities in life. It does, ne? Every day, and by every day I mean every single day of my life, I go to bed with back pains because of how big I am. Like there's a part on my back, ne, that is like, I don't know how to explain it, because my bum is like big and like so high up my back, ne, and then there's a part of my back that's constantly like compressed because of that situation. So when I'm standing up or when I'm sitting in a certain way, that part of my back is being compressed by my bum and my by my cover, and that's the reason why I have back pains every day. I think also just the size of my boobs and is the reason why I have back pains every day. And yes, I do want to lose weight. I won't lie and say I don't. I do want to lose weight for the reasons of being healthier and living a more fulfilling life, living a more active life, living a more like painless life. Like, you know, I just wanna, yeah, that's the reason I wanna lose weight, for health reasons, not because I feel somehow about how I look. And for the longest time in my life, that's been the motive, that's been the reason why I've wanted to lose weight. I would always say, yeah, for health reasons, but deep down it was because I never felt like I was pretty enough, or that I had, like, I never felt like being at the weight that I am is fine, okay, because of how people would make me feel about it and stuff, and the remarks people would make and whatever. And then also when it comes to my dressing, like I've been one person who never puts an effort in how they dress. Like I'll just put on whatever as long as I'm covered. Like that was me. I would never put in effort in how I look. And now when I think about it, actually one of my aunts made me realize this. She's like, do you not think that the reason why you don't like going shopping and you don't like buying clothes and nice things is because of your weight? You just feel like you won't look good in anything. And I'm like, I think so, because it's not like when someone else is dressed cute, I don't see that. I can see a good outfit and I can appreciate it on other people, but when it came to me, like I just never put in effort in how I look, and I was also encouraged that as a big girl you should wear dark colors so that it makes you look slim. And as a kid growing up, that's what I would do. Like, I'd always just buy dark colors and darker clothes so that I look slimmer. But now, like, now I don't take that. And when someone says, no, you know, black makes you look slimmer, I'm like, but I'm not slim. So what can happen? I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna buy a pink jean if I want to buy a pink jean because I like it. And yeah, for the longest time, the way that I dressed was highly influenced by my weight, because first of all, shopping as a big girl is an extreme sport, because you will go fit I don't know how many shops, how many times, for how many hours, and you will only find 3 items. So that was discouraging. And then there's also people telling me that wearing dark colors makes you, and guys, imagine being a kid and being told that you must wear dark colors so that you look slim. Like Kisama, people are pink, red, yellow, white, and then I have to be wearing black, brown, like these safe colors so that you look slim when you're not. So yeah, like these days I've even, like, I wanna know, the problem is just money, but I believe God for better days. Like, I really want to change my wardrobe. I just want to wear nice clothes, nah? And I think it's possible for, like, there shouldn't be a shame in a big girl wearing a bright color because it will take out your bum more. It's already there. And what can I do about it? Also, this actually reminds me of one of a content creator that I follow, Uzizi Muloko. Uzizi Muloko, the other day, she made a couple of videos on her Instagram stories, and she was talking about how she's on a journey of weight loss. She really does want to lose weight, but then she wants to not as yegelele and not dress up because she's big, ne? And she was saying, like, as big girls, we shouldn't say we're only gonna start dressing a certain way or start dressing nice because once we've lost the weight. She said there was a time where she stopped buying clothes and going shopping for like 3 years because she felt like, what's the point, like, I'm big and whatever. And then she's like, no, like, it doesn't mean because you're not where you want to be in life you're not supposed to look good or look the part. And that's how I felt for most of my life. I felt like, what's the point, like, you know, what's the point, let me just throw on whatever. But now the only change, you know, and I'm really starting to embrace and love. I think that's the most important thing. Love my body for where it's at, for where I am right now, while working on it, and not saying that I'm gonna dismiss looking good because I'm not where I want to be yet. Like, it's not fair. So yeah, there's that. And then also my relationship with food. Mama, I don't know why it's again. Every time I watch my 600 lb live, I really, like, I resonate with those people. Like, I'm very sympathetic towards those people, and I'm not saying that we should allow food to control us, né? And I'm not saying that it's okay to get to a point where, like, food has a final authority over your life. But I won't lie and say I don't understand why people use food as a comfort and why people end up being in a way that is uncontrollable because of the way that they eat. So I'm gonna touch a bit on my unhealthy relationship with food. So from primary school, I remember as early as primary school, where if I failed a math test, and that was something that happened quite often. That subject, yeah. When I failed a math test, after school I will just go maybe the cracker snack with 10 all of them at once and sleep, né? And after that I would feel good. I would feel so good after eating. Like, for me, I used food as comfort. I used food as, I don't know, like, every time I was going through something or something happened, I would definitely run to food as a source of comfort. And today I know better because the Holy Spirit is my comfort. But there are days where I miss the mark, and you guys probably would have seen in, like, I think the video before this, in the vlog that I posted before this video, where the whole situation happened with the interview. I couldn't have the interview, and then after that I go canteen go school ice cream Doritos. Yes, I still struggle with that. I still do have a very toxic relationship with food, and I do use food as a source of comfort sometimes, and it's something that I'm working on. But yeah, I think that's also another thing that aided to my weight gain, and that still does even today. Like when I feel down, the first thing that comes to my mind is give it a dunk say 10,000, give it ice cream 2 liter. And yeah, I think sometimes, like, I don't know, I really don't know what's the root cause of that, where you, but it's the same as how, like, I think it's just not depending on God, honestly, because it's the same as how people run to alcohol for comfort, how people run to drugs to numb the pain, you know. And yeah, no, I think I've grown in my walk with God to realize that, first of all, I can't let something else be my master. Like, I can't be a slave to anything. I can't be a slave to food, you know. I can't be controlled by food. I cannot be my body also can't dictate to me that, okay, you are depressed, so eat. You feel sad, so go have 5 slices of bread, right? I have the power to and say no. I'm going to rely on God, who is my comforter, the Holy Spirit, and I'll be fine. If I have to cry, I'll cry. If I have to talk to someone, I'll talk to someone. But yeah, that's also one of the things that I wanted to just touch on with, like, this whole topic of my body image, fatphobia, my relationship with food, and that is definitely still a work in progress. Some days are better than others, but yeah. And yeah, man, like, I think I've come a long way in body positivity, body image, and having a low self-esteem. I think I've definitely come a long way. When people make comments, it doesn't get to me as much as it used to before, and I think a lot of it is because of the content that I consume now. And this is why I will always say I'm so grateful for social media. I feel like it's not focused. I will always say I'm so grateful for social media and living in an era where social media is accessible to me. Yes, social media has its dark side, but it also has its very positive sides, because it gives you access. You know, you're able to reach people who are going through the same things as you, people who have conversations about this. There's a lot of plus size people that I follow that, you know, speak about these things. You shouldn't hate yourself. You shouldn't lose weight. What's the way to say it? You shouldn't hate yourself into losing weight. Yes, like, your motive for losing weight, if anything, should not be because you hate the way you look. Self-acceptance and self-love is like the most important thing, I think, for me at this point in my life, because I've never been a skinny girl, and I'm not saying, like, maybe it's in my genes to be thick, né? But I definitely know that I can be smaller than I am, not because I want to look good, not because I want to look better, but because of my health. I'm aware of how being at this size affects me and the way that it affects me. And yes, I want to do something about it, but it doesn't mean that while I'm still where I'm at, I need to let myself go and not look beautiful and not put in effort in how I dress and not love myself because I'm not there yet, you know. And it can be very difficult to remember that when people remind you, go to, like, yeah, you're slim, and it's like, man. Also, another thing I want to touch on is the guilt of eating in front of people. Guys, some people, when you are eating the chips or oja ice cream or any junk food as a plus size girl, the looks that people give you, it's as if they're saying, why are you eating? Like, no, don't eat that because you're gonna be big. Like, I think there was a time, and I'm not saying it's my family who does that, but because I've experienced that in certain situations where people just look at you funny for eating. Sometimes I will even, like, if I bought myself a chocolate, for example, I will go in my room, when I say good night, I will go in my room and then I will eat it in my bed, and then if I hear someone knock or someone open the door, I'll quickly hide it, because subconsciously there's that thing in hurry. I don't want to feel ashamed for eating good food. And it's crazy, like, sometimes people will look at you like you're not supposed to eat because you're big, and it's just, it's not okay, hey? Because also, if I can just make a comparison, I could be eating the chips, slab chips, and then my cousin, who is like petite, she has a small body, she could be eating the same thing, but the way that people would comment on me eating and the way that people comment on her eating would be different. But we're both eating something that's unhealthy. Just because I'm big, it's like it's even more unhealthy because you are eating it and you're big already, you know. So yeah, I think with being the size that I am, the one thing that I've found to be very important is to love myself, accept myself, and be very clear with the reason why I want to do things, and to not allow the way people perceive me to be the reason why I want to do something. Like, I shouldn't want to lose weight because everyone thinks that I should. I shouldn't lose weight because yeah, like because people don't appreciate how I look. I should lose weight because I understand that being where I am affects me physically, and I want to live a better life, and that's where I'm at now. So yeah, I think I've covered everything. I didn't even look at my book, I think, because this really affects me on a personal level, so like it's all at the top of my head. But yeah, I think I've covered everything. Episode 2 of Conversations with Misspurplerain. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you can relate with any of the things that I've spoken about, if you've experienced them, and how you think. Yeah, what you think. Just share your thoughts with me in the comment section, and thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video if you like it. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, take care and God bless. Love you. Also, don't forget to just be kind, you know. And I really hope that, yeah, this video gives you perspective to just be a little bit more kinder to everyone, not even just to plus size girls, but to everyone. Because even I know that even people who are smaller in body experience body dysmorphia, body shaming, not fatphobia, but you know, the opposite of that. So yeah, bye guys, I'm done because I want to go on with like I give to my world. This peace that I have, I give to my